at the all-night party, one of you left a very nice camera behind. So if you left your camera at the high school at the all-night party last night, see Mrs. Anderson, and one of you left your blankie. I don't know what color it is, but I was told to tell you that. And that may be more important than the camera, who knows? Okay, at this time we'd like to resume our awards ceremony with our English awards, and we bring to the microphone the team leader of the Department of English, Ms. Sue McDonough. Ms. McDonough?
Good evening. I'd like to start by thanking the PTSA for its generosity, and I'd also like to ask Steve Parsons if he could just take a quick bow from the audience because he helped us design the English Awards. We have some awards of special recognition tonight, one of which we are very proud of. We this year have a student who is an exemplary writer who won the National Council of Teachers of English Award, and this award is a prestigious national award. Out of the thousands of students who are nominated, only 600 achieved this distinction. I'd like to call Lauren Murphy to the stage. We also were very proud to have a statewide award-winning essayist in the class. Carmel Chisholm won the Fitchburg State College Writing Award for essay, first place. Carmel? Carmel was already recognized at an award night at Fitchburg, but we wanted to extend our appreciation as well. And we also have an award to give for recognition for almost a member of our department this year, a young man who was very, very instrumental in helping us become a little bit more computer savvy, and we certainly enjoyed working with him, and I bet you can guess who it is, Ainsley McCall. I would like to introduce three of our department members who are going to be presenting additional awards: Christine Began, Ronald Cromwell, and Jennifer Eisenberg. Christine Began.
These awards are for superior achievement in English. These students honored have maintained a superior average and consistently and thoughtfully participated in class discussion and immersed themselves in the study of great literature, which speaks to our minds and also to our hearts. Those students are, and I'll call up the students, please come up together, Scott Leahy, Amy LeClaire, Michelle Nettles, Michaela Smith, and Matthew Tibbetts.
This year, we are awarding 5 students awards for commendable performance in English, and they are Jonathan Bellier, Jen Byam, Mark Cherubin, Stacy Pietrafita, Amy Walsh, and Charlotte Woods. So please come forward.
We have an additional category for the English department, and that is excellence in writing. And we have several writers. Having had all of these students myself a couple of years ago, I can say with pride that they are people who write very well, and we will be probably reading their work in the future. I'd like to congratulate Suzanne Began, Daniel Dwyer Heidkamp, Lauren Murphy, Erica Storella, Stephen Thompson, and Christina Yen.
My first year with the Warrior Times has been both challenging and enjoyable. My co-advisor, Miss Joy Schilling, and I are very proud of our newspaper, and we don't think it would be what it is today without the help of our editor-in-chief, Sarah McLean. Both Miss Schilling and I are impressed with the hard work we have seen from Sarah this year, and for her dedication to our school newspaper, I would like to present Sarah McLean with the Warrior Times Award of 1998. The next presenters will be from the Science Department.
Hi. This evening, I'd like to, first of all, thank all the biology students for their wonderful year. And secondly, three outstanding people from the class, the biology awards for the year. Christina Yin, Craig Wetmore, and Amy LeClaire. The next awards are for outstanding performance in the oceanography class, and those go to Bradley Custins and Stacy Robinson. And the awards for outstanding achievement in the astronomy class go to Mark Cherubim and Stacy Robinson. Our next presenter from the Science Department is Mrs. Broder.
I have the pleasure tonight of awarding the Outstanding Achievement in Chemistry, we call it the Catalyst Award, as the chemists will know, to Ainsley McCall. The next awards will be from Doc Belote in Physics.
I'm pleased to announce the Einstein Award for Highest Achievement in AP Physics, Mr. Jay Fu and Scott Lay. The next award is for Outstanding Highest Senior in Modern Physics, Mr. Glenn Curry and Lorenzo DeFrancesco. Project Physics Award for Outstanding Senior in Project Physics, Mr. Andrew McLean. I'll now turn the podium over to Ms. Minicello.
This evening, I am pinch hitting for Mrs. Jane Porter, who could not be here this evening. On her behalf, I would like to recognize the peer leaders, and I would ask them to come up to the stage. Suzanne Began, Jennifer Doyle, Marcy Felica, Kylie McCrae, Gina Nye, Michelle Romano, and Jill Cyberking, and Lisa Urbachowski. Peer leaders. I would like to recognize now the Community Service Awards, the Big Buddies, who were the elementary helpers all year long. Suzanne, don't go too far. Suzanne Began, Jennifer Doyle, Casey Doherty, Greg Erickson, Matt Hewlett, Kylie McCrae, Gina Nye, Michelle Romano, Dennis Steffen, Jill Cyberking, Craig Wetmore, and Lisa. Again. They're getting good at this, huh? Each year, the Drug and Alcohol Task Force awards a leadership award to a peer leader, and Jennifer Doyle, don't go too far. I would like to call on Mr. Tom Steves at this point. Would you please come forward?
I'm very pleased to be invited here this evening. I'm here on behalf of the Friends of Gymnastics. Gymnastics is an outing which produces some funds annually to award a scholarship to a bright, young, outstanding gymnast in our region. Recently returned from our nationals at Battle Creek is an outstanding gymnast in your student body. We have, this is one of the, a real bright future stars in our sport. He's going to be attending William and Mary, and I'd like to invite him up. I've seen him up here a few times earlier on the stage this evening. I'd like to invite him up once more, Craig Wetmore.
Craig, I told you should have been on the gymnastics team the last 3 years. We needed you out there. As athletic director at Wakefield High School and director of student activities, it's my pleasure to represent our staff in awarding some significant awards for achievement in athletics. During the 1997-98 school year, members of the Wakefield High School senior class of 1998 participated in over 300 athletic contests. In over 65% of these contests, our teams were victorious. This is an impressive statistic, but more importantly, these young men and women represented themselves, their school, the community, and their families with pride and spirit that was extraordinary to all who witnessed these events. In an athletic program that stresses that the team is more important than individual recognition, awards may seem to focus on the individual as opposed to the many unheralded contributions that took place daily on all of our teams. But this is a time to recognize some of these achievements. As teams, boys state championship in soccer, the football team Super Bowl appearance, 3 Middlesex League championship, girls soccer team sectional finalists, the ice hockey teams receiving the Malloy State Sportsmanship Award, 6 All-Scholastic Award winners, a High Five recipient, and over 80 Middlesex League All-Stars. From this talented pool of outstanding student athletes, we've had a very difficult job in choosing a few to receive special recognition. So this is our best effort. The Sports Medicine Award is presented to students who overcome significant injury or disability to make an important contribution to Wakefield athletics. Chosen with input from our coaches, our athletic trainer Sue Cochane, and Dr. Joel Saperstein, our team orthopedic, it is my pleasure to present the Sports Medicine Award, which is a plaque and a $500 scholarship presented from Dr. Saperstein to 2 significant young people who have made a contribution to their team, Michaela Smith and Ryan Seeley. The Sportsmanship Award is presented by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association to a senior athlete who exemplifies the virtues of athletic competition by competing at the highest levels while demonstrating the ideals that Wakefield High School holds highest: sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity. It is my pleasure to present this year's Sportsmanship Award to Greg Erickson. The Coaches Awards are presented for outstanding overall contribution to the athletic program. It's presented to male and female athlete, decided by our coaches who have played a minimum of two sports and are recognized for leading by example in everything they do amongst our teams. The male recipient of this year's Coaches Award is Eric Lawrence. They want me to hurry up, but I've waited all year to get this time to say this, so I'm going to take a minute or two. Coach's Award for Female Athlete is, I've broken one of my long traditions of, I yell at the coaches all the time, make a decision, give an award. Award is significant. But I broke my tradition, and I'm giving 2 Coaches Awards to female athletes. 2 students who, though identified by playing the same sports and together, it seems like always, have made significant contributions in different ways. It's my very great honor to present the Female Coaches Award to Melissa Edwards and Kerry Price. I kept these students up here for a couple of reasons. One, because they epitomize what our athletic program stands for: outstanding scholars, athletes, citizens of our school. Charles Doyle Award is given to the outstanding male athlete. Student must be an outstanding athlete and epitomize excellence in sportsmanship. This year's recipient did that in everything that he did. Captain of our state championship soccer team, valuable member of our Middlesex League champion basketball team, and a valuable member of our track team. My pleasure to present the Charles J. Doyle Award to Evan Anderson. The Catherine Nichols Award, presented to the outstanding female athlete, is an athlete that I've grown to admire for her contribution to all of our athletic teams and our entire athletic program. I will miss the verbal abuse that this student gives me on a regular basis. I will. But also the advice and grounding in what's important to students and what's important to the team. And I don't know where athletics or college will bring this young lady, but I hope it someday brings her to coaching and teaching, because I think she epitomizes what everything that we hope a coach or teacher would be. It's my pleasure to present the Catherine H. Nichols Award to Kerry Sullivan. She didn't abuse me, but she embarrasses me this time. Not often do I get to recognize our outstanding scholar athletes. Normally, that's left to superintendent and principal to do at graduation, but this year, the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association, along with Northeastern University School of Sport and Society and Reebok Sports, presented a couple weeks ago recognition to scholar athletes from around the state. It is my pleasure to present the Wakefield High School scholar athletes to you, and they are Suzanne Began and Sam Hochberg. On behalf of the athletic staff, I want to thank and congratulate all the student athletes who participated in our programs and to the parents for allowing us to work with these great young people. Thank you very much.
I was going to do a backflip, but I guess I won't try. I do want to congratulate the class of 1998 and to wish you well and to invite you to come back and visit. Please don't be strangers. We are going to miss you. I have some money. Some years ago, an anonymous donor gave a substantial amount of money to establish a scholarship to be awarded each year to the highest ranking senior to attend Boston College. The donor also identified a selection committee to represent CSF in that regard. As a member of that committee, I am delighted to present a check this evening for $800, which represents the first half of a $1,600 scholarship. Second half will be given in January. And as it's renewable for 4 years, it's a grand total of $6,400. And it's with great pleasure, I present this year's BC Scholarship to Matthew Tibbetts. Next, we have some student government awards, and I have great pleasure in making these presentations. It's been a very active year for the Student Council, ranging from a reception way back in September for new students and teachers, to Spirit Week, or to Homecoming Weekend, to coffee houses and that sort of thing. Under this year's offices, the Student Council has represented the student body and done it very well. In fact, due I feel in no small way to this year's leadership, we have a record number of students running for student council in this Thursday's election. So would you join me in thanking and recognizing Eric Loritz, President, Dan Dwyer Heidkamp, Vice President, Suzanne Began, Treasurer, and Christy Yen, Secretary of your Student Council. The Social Studies Department would like to recognize the accomplishments of several students, and I would like to ask these young men and women if they would come forward, and we'll make some individual presentations once all are up here. Erica Storella, Sean Scully, Kim Burke, Carmel Chisholm, Allison Guerrier, Scott Leahy, Stephen Ball, Michelle Nettles, and Nellie Taylor. For achievement in Asian Studies, we have some presentations to Erica Storella and for Sean Scully. For outstanding achievement in gender studies, Kim Burke. For outstanding achievement in justice and criminology, Allison Guerrier and Scott Leahy. For outstanding achievement in the field of sociology, Carmel Chisholm. Last but not least, for outstanding achievement in the area of psychology, our Freudian Awards to Michelle Nettles and Nellie Taylor. Thank you. We have an award also for outstanding achievement in applied economics to Steve Ball. We understand he is not here this evening. It's now my great pleasure to introduce the president of Your Citizen Scholarship Foundation, Mr. Jay Landers, and Jean Hall, the vice president.
Thank you, Mr. Blanchard. I'm a class of 1967, so Mr. Blanchard and I go a long ways, and that's why he's Mr. Blanchard to me. I am Jay Landers, president of the Citizen Scholarship Foundation, and this is Jean Hall, the vice president. One of the great things we have in our organization are the student directors, and we're going to be losing 8 this year, and they are as follows. I wore my glasses this year so I could see. Stephen Ball, Stacy Gagano, Cynthia Kroll, Kylie McRae, Jill Seba King, Sean Scully, who is the president student director, Carrie with a Y Sullivan. I'm learning, I hear these things, so I assume it means something to you people. And Craig Wetmore. Great. One of the other things the organization likes to recognize is unsung heroes. And tonight we have a surprise unsung hero. That's Citizen Scholarship's adult director, Daniel Blanchard, if he'd come out. As you'll find out, Dan, we only give money to students. We don't give them to adults. So you're going to get a mouse pad that's the same as the directors are getting. So, but thank you. And if Sean Scully would come up here, I'd like him to make the actual awards for the 2 unsung heroes.
This year, we had the seniors nominate students from the senior class, a male and female, who they think would represent an unsung hero. For male this year, the recipient is Stephen Ball, who is not here tonight, and the female, Stacy Pettifetta.
Great. Thank you.
Where do you see him at graduation? Our next presenter is Miss Barbara Goodley.
As the occupational child development teacher at Wakefield High School, it's my pleasure this evening to present the Excellence in Child Care Awards. This award is presented annually to a senior or seniors in the occupational child development program who have consistently demonstrated excellent knowledge and skills of developmentally appropriate teaching methods and guidance techniques with the young children under our care at our on-site laboratory preschool Little People's Nursery School. Robert Louis Stevenson once said of success, "We are a success when we have lived well, laughed often, and loved much, when we gain the respect of intelligent people and the love of children, when we fill a niche and accomplish a task, when we leave the world a better place than we found it, whether by an improved idea, a perfect poem, or a rescued soul. We are successful if we never lack appreciation of Earth's beauty or fail to express it, if we look for the best in others and give the best in return." The two young women receiving the Excellence in Child Care Awards this evening are living examples of this quote, and I know that they will contribute much to the betterment of young children during their lifetimes. Both of the recipients will be attending college in the fall. One will be attending Lesley College in Cambridge to major in elementary education, and the other will be attending Framingham State College to major in early childhood education. It's my pleasure this evening to present the Excellence in Child Care Awards to Julie Ross and Amy Walsh. I'd like to present Anthony Cucci, our culinary arts instructor.
The Culinary Arts Award is presented to a member of the food service senior class that has shown interest, initiative, excellent work habits, along with good grades and an excellent attendance record. This year's recipient has lived up to this criteria to the utmost of his ability, and we feel that he is a credit to the program. As a matter of fact, in all the years that I've been teaching culinary arts, I have never come across a student who has been as dependable as tonight's recipient. He was hardly ever absent, always on time, and always ready for work. I believe that this year's recipient plans to work in the food service field for a period of time until he decides on which culinary arts school he would like to attend. At this time, it is my honor and my pleasure to present the Culinary Arts Award to Joseph White. Next presenter, Ms. Kim Smith.
Thank you. On behalf of the Music Theater Department, I'd like to announce the awards. First, for the Music Awards. For the Director's Award for Excellence in Jazz, this is presented in recognition of outstanding achievement in jazz to one who displays the highest standard of musicianship, leadership, and dedication. The 1998 award goes to Eric Loritz. And the Director's Award for Excellence in Orchestra, this is presented in recognition of outstanding achievement in orchestral music to one who displays the highest standard of musicianship, leadership, and dedication. And this year's award goes to Nellie Taylor. And the award for excellence in vocal and choral music, presented in recognition of outstanding achievement to one who displays the highest standard of leadership, musicianship, and dedication to the fine art of singing. This year's award goes to Christopher King. It's a close bunch. And the final music award is the Director's Award for Excellence in Band, presented in recognition of outstanding achievement in music and academics to a person of singular merit with regard to loyalty, cooperation, interest, quality of character and conduct, which the Wakefield High School music program strives to impart. And this year's recipient is Greg Anderson. And next to the theater awards, the first awards are for excellence in performance. And this year's awards go to Glenn Curry and Kim Burke. And the awards for excellence in production go to Kristen DeCecca and Sean McPartland. And the final award is the Performing Arts Award. This is the Wakefield High School Dr. Stephen F. Mayo Award. And this award is presented to that student who has demonstrated enthusiasm, dedication, and versatility in the performing arts, and who has shown commitment to excellence in the vocal, instrumental, and theatrical events at Wakefield High School. And the 1998 recipient is Glenn Curry. And I'd like to turn the program back to Ms. Hallinan.
The next award is given by the Rhode Island School of Design for an outstanding artist with artistic ability at the high school. And this year's award is given to Steve Thompson. Our next presenter is Miss Nancy Minichello.
We're almost there, folks. Each year, the Guidance Department recognizes students who have met with success in school despite challenges beyond what most young people face. The recipients tonight are honored are two terrific young women and who are truly deserving of the Personal Achievement Award. Would Erin O'Neill and Stacy Robinson please come forward? This year, we were most privileged to have 3 students from other countries, 2 from Italy and 1 from Germany. Would you please welcome our ambassadors of international goodwill, Lorenzo Di Francesco, Elena Bruni, and Maria Lutz.
It isn't too difficult to understand why I feel such a great sense of pride in being the principal of Wakefield Memorial High School, and I know as parents and grandparents and friends that you share the kind of pride that I feel each and every day in working with these young people. Before we wrap up the evening, I do have one scholarship announcement and that I want to recognize. There'll be many more at graduation. But we want to call a young man who has worn a path on this stage tonight to come up. I'm not exactly sure what this is all about, but we may get a chance to find out. Let's have Ainsley McCall join us on that. Come on in here for a minute, Ainsley. Maybe you can help me with this because I think you know about it. I have an envelope here from Intermetrics Incorporated in Burlington. Have you ever heard of them?
Yeah.
And my understanding, he really has. My understanding is that this is an opportunity for you. You've heard so much about Ainsley's ability with computers and how he has helped Wakefield High School out and the faculty and staff and everyone else since the time he walked in the door. This particular company, I think, has something to do with developing computer games, do they?
Yes, and
other things too.
And they think enough of you to want you to join them right out of high school this summer? Tell us a little bit. My understanding is that this is sort of a working scholarship. Is that what it is?
Yes.
It's a working scholarship. And I'm going to put it in your hand and congratulate you. Ainsley, best of luck to you. Thank you. You know, many of the nice things that happen at Wakefield High School happen as a result of volunteer help, and particularly from an organization called the PTSA. And we started our program tonight with awards that were purchased and presented by PTSA. And at this time, I'd like to have the co-presidents of PTSA, Ms. Priscilla McCarran and Ms. Nancy McCarthy, come up to the stage here tonight. And I'd like Assistant Principal Dennis O'Leary, we're going to change Dennis's name, who is our administrative liaison to the PTSA, to come out and present a token of the thanks of the administration and the faculty and staff of Wakefield High School for all of the time and effort on behalf of the students of Wakefield High School, and for sure, as co-presidents, it represents all members of the organization tonight. So a big thank you, and let's have a big hand for the co-presidents of the PTSA. Thank you. Each year at graduation, in addition to the class president leading the members of the graduating class out onto Landrigan Field, the members of the senior class elect as an honor one other member of their class to act as what we call class marshal. This year, the members of the class of 1998 have elected as their class marshal Michelle Nettles. Michelle, please come. Tonight, I have the pleasure of presenting the 1998 class essayist with an honor medallion inscribed Michelle Nettles, class marshal, class of 98, Wakefield High School, June 14th, 1998. Graduation focuses on the students, as well it should. And each year at the Wakefield High School graduation, there are 3 speakers who are featured. And we hope you're all going to be here to hear their addresses. The class essayist is nominated and elected by the members of the faculty of the high school. It is an honor in that respect that this particular student who will be addressing you on graduation day is the class essayist, and I invite Mr. Evan Anderson to the platform. Evan, it's my pleasure to present to you this honor medallion inscribed Evan Anderson, class essayist, class of 98, Wakefield High School, June 14th, 1998. When you walk into either of the main entrances at Wakefield High School, you see a banner above the entrance that says Academic Achievement Goal Number 1. Each year at graduation, we honor those who really, truly have lived up to that standard. The salutatorian and the valedictorians of the graduating class represent the top 2 students academically. And at this time, I want to call forward to present a salutatorian medallion to the number 2 student out of 215 graduates on June 14th, Erica Storella. Erica? Erica, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the salutatorian medallion inscribed Erica Storella, class of 98, Wakefield High School, June 14th, 1998. Congratulations. And last but not least, the valedictorian of the class of 1998, the number 1 ranked student scholastically. Please join me in putting our hands together and in honoring the 1998 valedictorian, Suzanne Began. Suzanne, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the traditional valedictorian medal inscribed Suzanne Began, class of 1998, valedictorian, Wakefield High School, June 14th, 1998. And to all of you for your ongoing support, your patience tonight in sitting through just a tremendous number of awards to a large number of very deserving young people. I thank you. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday at Landrigan Field at 2 p.m. Members of the class of 98, we rehearse for that at 7:45 tomorrow morning. Thank you and good evening.